Hi everyone, welcome to On Assignment. As you can see, we're coming at you from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Behind us is the White House. I'm Imran Siddiqui.
And I'm Alex Villarreal. There will be no moving trucks here anytime soon. President Obama has won another 4 years in this White House, but it was not without a fight from Republican challenger Mitt Romney. The mood out here today is celebratory. We just saw a biker ride by. He was shouting out, 4 more years, we did it. But of course, there's still a large portion of the population disappointed by this outcome.
And that's exactly what we'll be talking about today with VOA political reporters in the show.
We're also going to take a look at how this re-election of President Obama is going to affect the global economy.
The race is over. President Obama is back in the White House. Let's head back to the studio and see what we got going for you today.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. And we're back in Studio 55, and Alex, it's much warmer here than what was outside.
It is much warmer than outside. We are joined here by VOA's national correspondent, Jim Malone, who is going to tell us all about the results of this big U.S. election.
It seems like we're back to square one because the Republicans control the House and the Democrats controlling the Senate. Right. How do you think President Obama will maneuver from now on?
Well, you know, both parties were waiting for the outcome of the election, and I think they both were hoping for a different result. Well, we've got the status quo. They're going to have to live with each other, and they have some really big issues to address in terms of our budgetary needs, tax policy, and it has to be done in a matter of weeks. So now we see which side is going to make the first move. They've both been talking about it a little bit, but we're already hearing from the Republicans, look, we've also won the House of Representatives back, so that's going to be our bulwark. So now the rubber's going to meet the road. Both sides are going to have to meet in the middle a little bit. You heard the president talking about this in his victory speech, but the proof is in the pudding. How do they actually get to that point of cooperation?
And Jim, you talk about these issues that need to be addressed. The biggest one, of course, is the economy. And with so much disappointment that we've seen recently in the state of the U.S. economy, how was it that President Obama was able to pull through this win?
Well, there were shards of encouragement in the exit polls, people feeling a little bit better about things, but you're right, it's a weak economy. Usually that's bad news for an incumbent. What the Obama campaign did, though, was masterful. They targeted this handful of states we've talked about before that were going to decide the election, and they basically ran the table. They won all the important states. Right. So they have been able to micro-identify their coalition, and that coalition represents this changing demographic face of the United States. Less dependency on white voters, more about African Americans, especially the growing Hispanic population in the United States, even Asian Americans. So the Republican Party has some work to do to catch up with Democrats to keep pace with the changing demographics.
With that said, do you think it's devastating for the party, for the Republican Party right now? And you mentioned about them getting back the House, but they did lose a couple of seats. And how do you think they will move forward?
Well, look, yeah, I think we're going to see a period of introspection. When political parties lose, especially 2 elections in a row, presidential, they want to look at, have they gone too far to the right? All the talk against immigration reform in the Republican primaries, where Mr. Romney had to get onto the right side of everyone, that may have hurt him in the end with Hispanic voters. They voted in huge numbers for President Obama. So that party needs to assess where they're going to head in the future, how they're going to make some changes, what kind of different candidates are they going to attract. Maybe they need to look at someone like Marco Rubio in Florida.
And Jim, with a little bit of time that we have left, in terms of foreign policy, what are we going to see President Obama doing?
Well, look, we have to remember the election was decided on domestic issues, the economy. The foreign policy problems, though, are still there, including the interconnectedness of the economy, the Arab Spring in the Middle East. All these issues are going to present themselves. And, of course, we'll look ahead to the next Secretary of State once Hillary Clinton is replaced, because she says she doesn't want to stay on. So some changes coming in terms of approach, but the main policies probably will stay the same for the foreseeable future.
Absolutely. All right, Jim Malone, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your insights into this exciting race.
Thank you.